Namaste, my dear friends. I'm sending you greetings from Samari, Estonia, and I'll lead you through vinyasa practice. We'll focus on some sun salutations. It'll be short, but I hope it'll be sweet. So come and stand to the very top of your mat, spreading the toes. You can turn the palms out so that your chest is open. And then bringing the palms together in front of your heart. And now flowing here by inhaling and lifting the hands and exhaling and bowing forward. Inhale, lift the chest away from the thighs, and as you exhale, the right leg goes back. Stay here for an inhale to lengthen, to root down, and then downward facing dog as you exhale. Now take the knees down and we'll flow through a few cat and cows to open the spine. So inhale and exhale, you round the back. So inhale, chest comes forward, sitting bones lift. And exhale, navel back towards the spine and the head drops. Find a rhythm that works for you. Really arching and lengthening the spine, and then as you exhale, buttocks back on the heels, the child's pose. Inhale, take the chest down onto the mat so you come onto your belly and lengthen the spine into a cobra pose, hands under the shoulders. Your next exhale, taking the buttocks back towards the heels and then lifting them up to down dog. Right leg comes forward as you inhale. Left leg forward as you exhale, bow. Come all the way up for the inhale, and then hands in front of heart as you exhale. Now second side, inhale, lift. Exhale, bow down. Lift away from the thighs and lengthen as you inhale, and left leg goes back as you exhale. Stay for an inhale, and then downward facing dog as you exhale. And again, the knees come down, lifting the chest slightly, and this time when you round the back, buttocks go back on the heels for a child's pose. A few times like this, all fours as you inhale, and then rounding the back, child's pose as you exhale. Inhaling all fours, rounding, 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 exhaling all the way out, child's pose. Next time when you're on all fours, start to lower the belly down on the mat and lifting up for Shalabhasana. So chest lifts, hands move back, and take the feet off the mat if that feels okay for the lower back. Keep the thighs working, the buttocks working, the back of the neck long. Lower down for the exhale and lifting yourself to child's pose to round the back again. And then smoothly make your way to downward facing dog. And then the left leg comes forward as you inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, right leg forward, bowing down. And then all the way up for the inhale, hands in front of heart for the exhale. Same thing. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bow down. Lift away from the thighs, lengthen the spine as you inhale and step the right leg back. Stay in the low lunge as you inhale and then transition to down dog as you exhale. Knees come down as you inhale and then lower the belly down as you exhale. Into a cobra for inhale. And then downward facing dog as you exhale. Right leg forward as you inhale. Left leg forward for exhale. Standing all the way up, reaching the arms up while pressing the feet down. And then exhale, hands in front of heart. Flow with your rhythm. Inhale and bow down for exhale. Lift away from the thighs as you inhale and left leg back. Stay here as you inhale and then let the exhale take you back to down dog. Bring the knees down for the inhale. Keep the navel strong and working. Elbows move back and belly comes on the mat as you exhale. Lift for the cobra, shoulders stay down. And then move to downward facing dog as you exhale. Left leg forward as you inhale. Right leg forward as you exhale and bow. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, hands in front of heart. Lifting up again for the inhale and lowering down for the exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right leg down. Inhale, stay and exhale, downward facing dog. Smoothly, knees down, inhale. Strong lower abdomen as you exhale, down on the belly. Lift for cobra as you inhale. And then transition, downward facing dog as you exhale. Right leg forward. Use the inhale to lift and lengthen, and exhale, left leg forward, bow down. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands in front of heart. One more time, inhale, lift. All air out as you exhale, bow. Lift away from the thighs for inhale and send the left leg back. Stay in low lunge, inhale. Downward facing dog for exhale. Bring the knees down, inhale here. And then steadily exhale, belly comes down on the mat. Lift into cobra, keep the lower back safe. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg forward, inhale. Right leg forward, exhale. Grounding down while lifting up for inhale. Hands in front of heart as you exhale. Now take the legs hip distance. Bring the hands behind your back, interlock the fingers. Lifting the hands away, lifting the chest. Take a bend in the knees when you first take the torso on the thighs and then bow forward. You can keep the knees bent or you can start to straighten into the knees. Let the head hang. Slow breathing. Your next inhale brings you into chair pose, and exhale you ground down and stay. And then lowering down into Uttanasana. Send the right leg back and take the knee down onto the mat. You can straighten the toes. And we move into a low lunge. So as you move up, make sure your tailbone is tucked, your lower navel is working. And then when you ground the back foot down, lifting the hands up. Soften the shoulders, soften the face. Staying. And then into a twist with the right hand under your shoulders. Left hand on the thigh, starting to twist over the left shoulder. You can keep the hand on the thigh or you can reach it out towards the back, having the arm parallel to the ground. As you take the hand down, we move into warrior two. So you take the back foot, the heel down, grounding it down, lift up and straighten the front leg first so that you can work with your alignment, and then you bend into the left knee. Again, see that your stance is comfortable, the knee doesn't come beyond the heel, and your front knee, the left knee, looks exactly where the middle toe is pointing. When your foundation is set, spread the hands at shoulder height, lengthen through the fingers, and take a few breaths here, feeling the soles of the feet. You exhale, bring the hands down, you lift the back heel up, and then you step back to the very front of your mat. Hands on the shins and lengthen the spine, and then coming to a forward fold for the exhale. Good. You take the left leg back and the knee on the mat for the second side. You can untuck the toes and then moving into the low lunge. Taking care of the lower back and then lifting the arms up. Beautiful. Gradually moving into the twist. This time the left hand comes down and under the shoulder, the right hand on the thigh, and starting to rotate over the right shoulder. The hand can stay on the thigh, and you can reach it back parallel to the floor, to the ground. Feeling the twist in the spine. Good, and the same transition on this side. We move to Warrior 2 to get a little bit deeper into the hips. You see how I ground the back heel down. I get the position of my legs and my feet. And then I bend into the right knee, making sure the knee moves out. It doesn't buckle in, and when I feel stable in my legs, I raise the arms. Steadying the breath and really grounding through these warrior poses. Use the exhale for a transition, so you lift the back heel up, and this time you go to downward facing dog. Grounding down, feeling the spine, feel the back of the thighs, switching on the quadricep muscles, spreading the fingers, the toes. Let the breath move to the side ribs. And then gently knees down. Take the knees mat width apart, take the buttocks back on the heels. Take the forehead down, wide knees, child's pose, softening the shoulders. And then using the exhale to really release. And then as you walk yourself up, bringing the knees together, sitting your buttocks over to one side so that you can swing your legs forward. And we come to forward bend called Janu Shirsasana. So you bend your right foot, knee goes out to the side, the sole of the foot comes against the left thigh. Again, first you lift and lengthen it, especially out of the lower back. Switching the left foot on so the toes point up towards the sky, and then you start to move forward. Again, use the inhale to really lengthen the spine, and use the exhale to soften around the shoulders, around your eyes. Gently as you move up, you lift the right knee up and coming into a twist, so you're hugging the right knee in with your left hand and taking the right hand behind you on fingertips in line with the spine, keeping the shoulders in line with the hips, so don't lean too far back. A gentle twist, focusing again, lifting up, and then using the exhale to turn. Look back forward, and as you exhale, coming out of the pose, for a moment centering yourself, and then moving on to the other side. So the left knee bends out to the side, flesh away from the sitting bones, getting your alignment, switching on the right leg by taking the toes up, and then starting to move forward into the forward fold. Constantly lifting and lengthening, constantly softening. Again, as you come up, you lift the left knee up, you hug it into your chest with the right hand, so the left hand can come behind your back in line with the spine. You can prop yourself up on your fingertips so you can have that lift in the spine while you're twisting over the left shoulder. Keep the right leg active so the toes don't fall in or out. And then gently moving out, crossing your legs, taking the hands up, stretching up, taking the hands behind your back, lengthening the hands away so your chest opens, and then as you take the hands forward, the right hand comes on top of the left, bending into the elbows and taking the hands into eagle arms. Again, soft release for the shoulders, squeezing the palms together. Open the hands wide, and then the left elbow over the right, coming eagle arms on the other side. Soften shoulders down while you're lifting the elbows slightly, pressing the palms together away from the face. Breathe to the upper back. And then soften the hands down onto your knees. Just take a moment. Soft breath in the navel. If you still feel tension, breathe it out through the mouth. If you have time, either Shavasana, lying on your back, or you can stay sitting. I'll be lying back for about 3 minutes. If you have time for more, then just click the pause button and stay lying down for a little bit longer. Completely relax your breathing. The body finds a natural way to breathe. Let the muscles be heavy. You feel the ground underneath you and just let yourself be held. Notice that your muscles in the face are soft, that the eyes are sinking into their sockets. Feeling into the weight of your own body and just letting yourself sink. Now, if you only had 20 minutes for the practice, then we are reaching that mark. So then you slowly want to deepen your breath, breathing into the lower abdomen, expanding that breath to the rib cage, and then breathing out completely, emptying the lungs. Slowly starting to move the body, hugging the knees to your chest, and then rolling over to one side to come up sitting. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing.